Africa is the world's second largest and second most populous continent, at about 30.2 million km2 including adjacent islands. It covers 6% of Earth's total surface area and 20.4% of its total land area. With 1.1 billion people as of 2013, it accounts for about 15% of the world's human population. The continent is surrounded by the Mediterranean Sea to the north, both the Suez Canal and the Red Sea along the Sinai Peninsula to the northeast, the Indian Ocean to the southeast, and the Atlantic Ocean to the west. The continent includes Madagascar and various archipelagos. It has 54 fully recognized sovereign states, 9 territories and 2 de facto independent states with limited or no recognition. Africa's population is the youngest amongst all the continents. The median age in 2012 was 19.7, when the worldwide median age was 30.4. Algeria is Africa's largest country by area, and Nigeria by population. Africa, particularly Central Eastern Africa, is widely accepted as the place of origin of humans and the hominidae clade, as evidenced by the discovery of the earliest hominids and their ancestors, as well as later ones that have been dated to around 7 million years ago, including Sahelanthropus chadensis, Australopithecus africanus, afarensis, Homo erectus, habilis and H. augusta, with the earliest Homo sapiens found in Ethiopia being dated to circa 200,000 years ago. Africa straddles the equator and encompasses numerous climate areas. It is the only continent to stretch from the northern temperate to southern temperate zones. Africa hosts a large diversity of ethnicities, cultures and languages. In the late 19th century, European countries colonized most of Africa. Most modern states in Africa originate from a process of decolonization in the 20th century. Etymology: Afra was a Latin name used to refer to the inhabitants of Africa, which in its widest sense referred to all lands south of the Mediterranean. This name seems to have originally referred to a native Libyan tribe. See Terence #biography for discussion. The name is usually connected with Hebrew, afar, dust, but a 1981 hypothesis has asserted that it stems from the Berber Ifri, cave, in reference to cave dwellers. Under Roman rule, Carthage became the capital of the province of Africa Proconsularis, which also included the coastal part of modern Libya. The Latin suffix «ica» can sometimes be used to denote a land. The later Muslim kingdom of Ifriqiya, modern-day Tunisia, also preserved a form of the name. According to the ancient Romans, Africa lay to the west of Egypt, while Asia was used to refer to Anatolia and lands to the east. A definite line was drawn between the two continents by the geographer Ptolemy, indicating Alexandria along the prime meridian and making the Isthmus of Suez and the Red Sea the boundary between Asia and Africa. As Europeans came to understand the real extent of the continent, the idea of Africa expanded with their knowledge. Other etymological hypotheses have been postulated for the ancient name of Africa. The 1st-century Jewish historian Flavius Josephus asserted that it was named for Epher, grandson of Abraham, according to Gen. 25-4, whose descendants, he claimed, had invaded Libya. Isidore of Seville in Etymology 14, 5.2, suggests Africa comes from the Latin aprica, meaning sunny. Massey, in 1881, states that Africa is derived from the Egyptian Afrui Ka, meaning to turn towards the opening of the Ka. The Ka is the energetic double of every person, and their opening of the Ka refers to a womb or birthplace. Africa would be, for the Egyptians, the birthplace. Yet another hypothesis was proposed by Michel Freud, linking the Latin word with Africus, south wind, which would be of Umbrian origin and mean originally rainy wind. Robert R. Stieglitz of Rutgers University proposes that the name Africa, derived from the Latin ****, is cognate to Hebrew Ophir,